Hey guys, and welcome back to QualityShot Tennis. Today we've got the final of Rome between Iga Swiatek and Aryna Sabalenka. It is Championship Sunday. It's a big match. 7-3 is the head-to-head for Iga, leading, but 4 of their last 6 matches have gone 3 sets. Let me know your predictions for today. I'm excited to call this one. Both players currently warming up. They played pretty much probably an all-time status match in Madrid. It's an immediate rematch now. Definitely a thriller. Definitely match of the year so far. And the rivalry is really interesting. The 3 matches that Aryna has won, one was on clay in Madrid last year in another fantastic match in Madrid. And the other 2 were at the WTA finals 2 years in a row, I believe 2021, 2022. Those are the wins that Sabalenka has gotten. She's gotten close, like I said, on numerous other occasions for the last 6 matches going to 3 sets. But it's going to be super interesting this week. I think that Iga is going to like these conditions even more this week than Aryna. But, I mean, let's not pretend like Aryna Sabalenka isn't a remarkably impressive player and athlete and one of the best even on this surface. So it's going to be interesting. It should be really interesting. Sabalenka beating Danielle Collins, who had won 19 of her last 20 matches in the semifinals, beating Ostapenko, beating Svitolina, beating Yemstremska, and beating Katie Volynets as well. That's her route to the final. And then going over Swiatek's route as well. Swiatek's route to get here, Coco Gauff, fantastic match against Gauff, against Keys as well, Kerber, Putintseva, and Bernarda Pera. She has not dropped a set yet in classic Swiatek fashion, classic Swiatek Rome fashion. Swiatek is so dominant in Rome. And I mean, listen, when she wins Rome, it's a lot of confidence going into Roland Garros. She usually does. You know, it's usually the Rome, then Roland Garros. It wasn't last year. It was not last year where she lost to Rybakina, but was the couple years before that. But anyway, it should be interesting. That would be one reason Sabalenka would want to win this match. That'd be great momentum going to Roland Garros. Upset isn't really the right word, but it would definitely it would be an upset in some fashion because I don't think a lot of people are expecting her to beat Swiatek on the surface. The 2 finals that Swiatek got to here, she beat Ons Jabeur 6-2, 6-2, and then, of course, over Pliskova in 2021, 6-0, 6-0, where she lost 13 points. Which is the least number of points ever lost in a Masters 1000 final. So Swiatek can be dominant in Rome, and we'll see what all happens. About to get the first point underway. 8 days till Roland Garros, which is exciting. Djokovic, by the way, on the ATP side playing Geneva, which is very weird. I mean, you don't expect that from most like world number 1 types to announce this late, get a late wildcard, but especially from Novak. But it says a lot that he's going to do this. It says that he doesn't think he's in a very good spot going in at the moment. So it's going to be interesting. He could play Murray in the second round. That's an interesting thing going on. Also, good signs from Sinner. Also on Twitter and Alcaraz as well yesterday. So on the ATP side, hopefully everybody's healthy. WTA, it seems like everything's going great, which is great. And here we go. First point underway. Swiatek with a backhand return to the backhand Sabalenka. That goes out. So love 15 here. Love 15. So we're getting underway. Let me know predictions. All right, predictions for this one. I'm going to say Swiatek. In very, very close 2 sets. Very, very, very close 2 sets. I'm going to say 7-5, 7-6 Swiatek. That's my prediction. 7-5, 7-6 Swiatek. Actually, let me change that. 6-4, 7-6 Swiatek. That's my prediction. 6-4, 7-6 Swiatek. Very close couple sets, but I have Swiatek in 2. Let me know y'all's predictions as well. Serve here from Sabalenka. The forehand of Swiatek as it goes long. It's a good serve from Sabalenka. 15-30. Sabalenka's serve is so neutralized on this court, especially when Swiatek is such a solid returner. Definitely Sabalenka wants to get as many first serves in play as possible, not let Swiatek have so many chances to break serve, which is just not something that would be good for Sabalenka's confidence or for her game. That first serve is out, though. Forehand of Sabalenka is very good across court. Actually, for Sabalenka, I mean, I guess first serve or second serve doesn't matter very much. I mean, she can crack second serves as well, but she wants to make some big serves in play while avoiding double faults. Very good forehand cross, so it's 30 all. That's it. Don't forget to like, subscribe. What's up, Faison? Don't forget to like the stream if you're enjoying it. It's an ace from Sabalenka. Get to 40-30. Looking for a quick start. Perfectly angled serve there. Another serve comes from Sabalenka. Serve Sabalenka. Out wide, goes out. Second serve. The backhand of Swiatek, backhand Sabalenka. The backhand Swiatek goes out. First game Sabalenka. No problem starting off. Down low 30, but quickly gets it back on track with 4 consecutive points. She did have 3 match points in that insane Madrid match. The level from both was unbelievable in that one. To have Swiatek's just remarkable Rafa-like defense and her defense to offense, her fight throughout that match, and Sabalenka's hitting throughout that match as well. I mean, both players just playing spectacular points and hitting amazing from the back of the court. But Sabalenka's just aggression and her down the lines, her backing down the line, and I mean, it was one of the best match. It was probably the best match I've seen Sabalenka play on clay. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you play your best match, you don't win it. I still think one of the best matches I've seen Rublev on the men's side play is last year in Paris against Djokovic. I think that's the best match I've ever seen Rublev play, and he lost it because Djokovic is Djokovic. Sometimes you play your best match and you lose it. That's like Sabalenka playing Swiatek. You know, I think Sabalenka played her best match on clay, and Swiatek just pulled it out. But I don't think it was the match points in that match that Sabalenka would rue the most, although probably. But really, I think some of her bigger issues were chances in the tiebreaker to really pick up a insurmountable lead. I think she was leading 5-3 at one point, or 4-3. 4-3 serving, I think, and she just missed some easy shots. Like that's the kind of lead. If you're serving 4-3, you can get to 6-3, and then you'll have 3 consecutive match points. It's probably going to be over. So. Those are the kind of easy unforced errors she hit on those points that I think she might rue more, because Swiatek played all of her match points that she faced really well. Back and down line from Swiatek goes long, so 15 all. Hey, how's it going, everybody? We got the call for Swiatek Sabalenka. QualityShot Tennis has the call. First point to the last, play-by-play. Always fun to watch. How's it going? Hey, what's up, Sean? Watching Sofin versus Axie French Open 98 highlights. Nice. That's one I haven't seen, actually. So I don't think I've watched highlights of that. So that's pretty fun. I got to check that out. Hey, what's up, MJ, as well? How are you doing? How's life? Those two could easily compete today. Yeah. Agassi, I mean, but yeah, both those guys for sure. And Agassi, I've heard that said a lot, that his game translates real well. Swiatek hits a very good winner and steps up to the line here at 30-15. Two best women's players in the world. You got to appreciate as long as we keep getting these matches, you got to appreciate every time. Tis an epic, potentially. Well, it is epic either way. No matter what the result is, it's epic either way. Forehand Swiatek. Cross score is very good. 40-15. 40-15. But yeah, what I was saying about Sinner earlier, I didn't expect it. I wrote an article for the QualityShot Tennis website, which y'all can check out, QualityShotTennis.com. I wrote an article for it. My article is basically talking about Sinner's chances for Roland Garros and him pulling out of Rome and what it means for his chances. So we got forehand to forehand rally here. Backhand of Swiatek, cross court, the backhand Sabalenka. Forehand of Swiatek. Oh, squash shot Sabalenka. It goes out though. 1-1. It does feel like Sabalenka's not playing pretty. Sabalenka feels like you're playing pretty well, but just first couple of games. Yeah, I was very happy to see Sinner's post today. With the French flag as well, kind of winking that there's a good chance he'll play at the French Open. Be a little bit sad for the French fans if he tweets that and then doesn't play. So, listen, I really thought there was a decent chance he was going to pull out because doctors were recommending him rest for him to not risk making his injury chronic, and I really hope he doesn't risk anything. But if he feels he's good enough to play, then that's exciting. It's forehand in the net from Sabalenka, so love 15. Against Svitolina earlier in the event, and a couple times this event, I feel like the forehand from Sabalenka has kind of gone off the radar a little bit, but her last couple matches much better though, against Collins and against Ostapenko. In that regard, it's round 1 of the French. It's popped up on my recommended. It sounds interesting. I have not seen that one, which I guess makes sense. Since it's the first round, but. Serve here from the Belarusian. Out wide, backhand Sabalenka from that outside corner. Backhand of Sabalenka to the net. Love 30. Love 30 for the 22-year-old Iga Swiatek. She's trying to continue her reign as the world number 1. It was stopped for 8 weeks by her opponent last year. You would think Rybakina would be in that conversation as well, potentially, but she's dealing with a lot of sickness, so not to be, unfortunately. I believe serve from Sabalenka is called out. We restarting this love 30 point, I believe. Yep, love 30. Second serve, backhand to Sabalenka, backhand to Swiatek, forehand to Sabalenka, forehand Swiatek, back cross court, forehand Swiatek, forehand Sabalenka just crosses the net, forehand. It's a real contest, match within a match, a battle within the war, and Swiatek wins the battle as they exchange forehand to forehands. Listen, you gotta have some guts going up against a Sabalenka forehand. Sabalenka has more pace on the forehand than Swiatek in general, although Swiatek can crack a forehand as well. But it takes some guts to go up against that forehand from Iga. Absolutely takes some guts. It's up Naked Eyes. How's it going? Three break points. Serve Sabalenka. First serve goes long. Chance for Swiatek to break this open early. She's not looking to make this as tight as Madrid. We are now in Rome. This is not Madrid. So Swiatek saying as Sabalenka misses a forehand wide, and Swiatek loves it. A lot of energy injected into that game by Swiatek, and Sabalenka was not ready for it yet. Swiatek had already woken up to her best, Sabalenka not yet, and so Swiatek up a break. Which I did a half this morning. Hey, congrats, MJ. 2 hours, 12 minutes, 15 seconds. Nice. That's awesome. That's tough, man. I mean, I definitely do not have the endurance for a half marathon, because that's tough. But my brother is a runner too, and he's done a half marathon or two. My brother Gregory, he does runs. But I don't have the endurance for that. I do not have the endurance for that. The closest thing to that kind of I don't know. I remember I played a tennis match in the heat last year that was like 4 hours long. It was literally over 3 hours, 45 minutes. And I felt like, wow, like that was tough. But running is tough because it's nonstop. And you kind of get into a groove, a rhythm. And with conditioning, it gets better. But yeah, I still need to, I would love to, I'm going to do one at some point. But I need to work on it until then. Get my conditioning better. Swiatek leading here at 2-1. Both players struggling with getting first serves in at the moment. But that's all right. All right, it's updated. Swiatek is a little bit better than said, apparently. All right, I guess it's improving at the moment. Just the first few games, though. Here we go. Backhand Swiatek. The backhand Sabalenka. Backhand Swiatek. Forehand Sabalenka. Forehand Swiatek. Forehand Sabalenka defending out of the outside corner. And Swiatek just so smart and such a good skill on the clay. Goes behind Sabalenka down the line. I mean, it's all about the speed and the athleticism from Swiatek. It's compelling to watch the way she works the court. I mean, she's so like elastic, Swiatek. She can twist and turn her body and slide, and she just can work her body in ways that nobody else can. And that allows her to get to shots a little bit faster, hit shots a little bit better. Constantly. And it's clearly impressive when you watch it. Forehands in the net. That Sabalenka forehand missing a little bit too much. Probably feels like it has to go for a lot. The mental baggage for Sabalenka will be there. It's going to be there after Madrid. Although I will say she lost in Stuttgart to Swiatek last year. And then she beat her in Madrid. That was last year. A little bit different here in Rome, where clearly Swiatek likes the conditions more historically, but let's see. 30 love. First serve goes long. Second serve. Saba got broken already. Yep. Yeah, she got broken at 1-1 at love. 30 love here for Swiatek. Yeah, it wasn't a great game from Sabalenka, and Swiatek really stepped up to the plate more than anything, in my opinion. Backhand from Swiatek goes wide. So 30-15, a chance, or not a chance, but be good to see Sabalenka really fight here to not let Swiatek get to 3-1. Big come on from Sabalenka as well. The crowd is going to be propping up Sabalenka right here if she can get any chances. Serve from Swiatek. It's in the net. Second serve. See if Sabalenka can step up and attack this a little bit. Forehand of Swiatek. Forehand of Sabalenka. Cross court. Forehand of Swiatek. Cross court. Swiatek thinks that shot is out, though. Swiatek thinks the Sabalenka shot is out. The umpire is checking it now. It is called out, and yeah, it does seem out from the mark. Although it is close. It did look out to me initially when Sabalenka hit it. And it is out. Yeah. It is tough that Swiatek needs to stop the point herself to call that. It's just like, I don't know. Anyways, game point here for Swiatek. Second serve. She tries to get the 3-1. Backhand Sabalenka. The backhand of Swiatek. Forehand Sabalenka. Backhand of Swiatek. That goes out, though. 40-30. Half a chance for Sabalenka. She can do something at the end. Was the head-to-head between these two? 7-3. It is 7-3, the head-to-head. 3 losses that Swiatek has faced. Swiatek leads 7-3. Madrid final last year. WTA finals, semifinals, 2022 and 2021. 2022, Sabalenka beat her in a fantastic match. Like Madrid, also a fantastic match. But a lot of their matches have been close, including Madrid just now, obviously. 4 of their last 6 matches have gone to 3 sets, but the record is 7-3 for Swiatek. She misses another first serve. See if Sabalenka can put up a big return, maybe off the forehand. Step around, hit a forehand return big. Now she goes for a backhand. That's okay too. Big backhand return. Forehand, Swiatek just gets it. Great forehand depth from Sabalenka. Solid, just high percentage down the line. Let's go Sabalenka with the big forehand there. Let's go Saba, re-break. Re-break. Let's go Sabalenka. Deuce. Backhand Sabalenka goes out. She doesn't want to be missing that. Not on a point that big. Not on a point that big. First serve in the net from Swiatek. Second serve. Second serve from Iga. A lot of very loud noises going on. Not sure exactly what that is. Some horns or something. Seems like it's from outside the state. It is from outside the stadium. That goes out from Sabalenka. So good game to get to deuce, but not a good sign to miss that pretty simple backhand that got away from her. And then also at deuce to miss a very simple shot also in a rally. Yeah. 3-1 for Swiatek. I'm hoping Sabalenka can do something in this one, make it close. But so far, you worry that this could be another, Swiatek final in Rome, where we've seen the scorelines before. With Sabalenka, you'd expect it to be closer, especially after Madrid. But I don't know. I also feel like Sabalenka hasn't showed up to her best yet, but things can always change. We've only played 4 games. I expect a lot from Sabalenka. Like I said, even though I said Swiatek in 2 sets, I said that it would be very close. That's my prediction going in. My scoreline prediction is 6-4, 7-6 for Swiatek. I still expect Sabalenka to hold right here, but she is down love 15. She needs to get that shot tolerance, consistency back. Also, first serves would help as well. She hits the second serve. And then second serves would help even more. As she double faults there for love 30. Tough. Sabalenka has definitely played the longer tournament, by the way, and it's tough. I mean, listen, the women are playing the same thing that the men are. I mean, they're also playing Madrid, Rome back to back. They didn't have Monte Carlo, but they're also doing Madrid and Rome back to back. And Sabalenka's definitely had the longer couple of weeks and the longer week here for sure. Just like in Madrid. As Swiatek misses a forehand, she might come to regret that one. It's 15-30. But it's tough. Played volley nets, lost the first set there, her first set of the whole tournament. Went very close, saved match points against Svitolina, as tight margins as you'll see. And now she's in the finals. She could have been out of the tournament in the round of 16. Crazy match, that one. Really good match. All right, it's a big point. At 15:30, serve here from Saba. Backhand of Swiatek. I believe that goes out. So 30 all. Let's go Sabalenka. Let's go Sabalenka. 30-30. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Big match ahead of Roland Garros. This is this is definitely a story of two tales, as we have these two matches, Madrid and Rome, going to Roland Garros. These define the favorites going into Roland Garros, these two matches. That's what it feels like. Sabalenka misses a forehand. Swiatek is relentless. She's hitting with a lot of pace from the back of the court as well, to match Sabalenka's pace whenever she's doing that. And Sabalenka needs to make Swiatek run a little bit more. She needs to make Swiatek move around the court. It feels like Sabalenka is only hitting it right to her. Swiatek's so good at, not letting Sabalenka dictate and getting in those rallies and matching Sabalenka's pace a little bit. That's a backhand in the net, though. Sabalenka surviving for the moment being, as she gets to deuce. She gets to deuce. Last time that these two played, by the way, before the Madrid encounter, was WTA Finals last year, where Swiatek played one of the best matches I've seen anyone play on the woman's side for the last, I'll be honest, for the last 5 years probably. Fantastic level in that match. Came on a hard court as well. Swiatek can play on hard and on clay at her very best. And but on clay, I mean, everything in her game becomes so ruthless so consistently. Backhand. Oh, Swiatek gets it somehow. Forehand attacked like a bullet, speeding away from Swiatek in the opposite corner. Swiatek with a miraculous get initially off a huge Sabalenka backhand, like a backhand slice, but it was just a nothing shot as Sabalenka crushed the return into the opposite corner, said, I don't want anything to do with that. So advantage to Sabalenka. Gets a 2-3. Backhand Swiatek, the forehand to Sabalenka. Forehand to Swiatek's in the net. 3-2 as Sabalenka gets the hold. Oh gosh, is this going to be a quick match? Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's going to be that quick. I definitely don't think it's going to be Pliskova. I hope not. Like it was against Pliskova in Rome, where it was 6-0, 6-0, and lasted like I don't even know how long. Like how long was that match a few years ago? I'd say that was like 30, 35 minutes. I don't think it's going to be like that. I think Sabalenka will be able to win a few games, no doubt. And I don't think it's going to be a complete blowout. I think Sabalenka's too good. I just think she's too good, and she's made it very close against Swiatek most times that they've played. Their first match was that 2021 WTA Finals where Sabalenka won in 3 sets. And starting from the 2022 U.S. Open, I mean, 3-set match at the U.S. Open, 3-set match at WTA Finals, Sabalenka winning in 3 sets, and then the all-time a great match in Madrid in the final, the 3-set epic. So I think Sabalenka, it's not ideal conditions, but I don't think it'll necessarily be a blowout. They did play in Rome a couple years ago, by the way, those semifinals. Swiatek won pretty handily, 6-2, 6-1. But I do feel like Sabalenka's improved on clay since that point. I mean, Sabalenka lost at Roland Garros that year to Camila Giorgi, who's a great player as well. But she lost to Giorgi, she won the first set 6-4, I think, then lost the second and third in a breadstick and a bagel. So she's improved on clay since that point, big time. She's improved in general since that point, big time. It's 30 love here for Swiatek. Serve. The backhand of Sabalenka, that's in the net. Too many gimmies and giveaways from Sabalenka at the moment. Too many gifts. She's being too nice. Too many gifts. Do you watch Kazakina's vlogs? I've seen a few, but I don't watch them regularly. I'll be honest, I don't watch them regularly, but I mean she's great and they're great. There's so much. When I do have free time, there's so much else on YouTube to watch, but I should get around to watching them. That goes out, so 40-15. Did she come out with a new one recently? But they are very interesting, especially when she features other players as well. It's a great look inside of a professional player in Rome. Okay, I see she came out with one today, tennis in Rome. All right, I'll add that to my watch later. I'll watch that. I will check that out. I did see the okay. I saw the one she did in Madrid with Mira. I also saw the Indian Wells one. Those are the last couple that I saw from her channel, with Coco, as well, who is in that video as well. I recall. But yeah, she features a lot of players in her vlogs. Friends with a lot of different players, but she seems to be one of the nicest players around. Sabalenka misses another forehand. We're at 4-2. What's up, Tom? I'd like to see another tennis tournament live. Not sure where or when. Yeah, watching tennis live is so fun. Just getting to appreciate these great players from in person and feeding in on the crowd atmosphere just adds to the whole thing. And with tennis, it's such a unique thing being in the crowd too, because it's like there can be thousands upon thousands of people in the crowd, but the match is just between two people. It makes it so like special in a very unique way. Oh, what a crazy back-end rally here. Sabalenka with the forehand now. She wins it. Let's hope that gives Sabalenka some confidence. I don't think Sabalenka's down and out. I don't think she's down and out here. And that was a great rally. Sabalenka, relentless pace. I'd love to know the average pace of shot in that rally. It was just too much for Swiatek at the end of the day. Winner speed 90 miles per hour off the forehand, but just those backhands in general were very fast too. It's harder to get the speed on a backhand to be as much, especially off a two-handed backhand, but anyway. Oh, wow. That was a weird bounce, or I don't know. That return from Swiatek really drifted away from Sabalenka, who hits a squash shot into the ground. 15-all. What is going on here? Swiatek is contesting with the umpire about something. Let me listen in here. All right, they're going to replay the point here at 30-15. Serve Sabalenka. Kick serve, forehand, backhand of Swiatek. Sabalenka, that's in the net. Off the backhand volley, so 40-15 here. Swiatek trying to win, trying to get to 5-2 and then to serve this out. And she's been good on her serve so far in the set. Serve Sabalenka, the backhand of Swiatek, backhand Sabalenka, the backhand of Swiatek. Forehand Sabalenka, the forehand of Swiatek. Forehand Sabalenka. Backhand Sabalenka. Oh, it's in the net. Swiatek gets the break for 5-2. Swiatek gets the break for 5-2. She's going to serve this out. See what Sabalenka has to say about it. But it was 6-2, 6-2 a couple years ago against Ons Jabeur. She's looking to win the first set 6-2 against Sabalenka. We're at 5-2. Swiatek about to serve out this first set. Swiatek about to serve here. Swiatek definitely a huge favorite going into Roland Garros. We don't have that really on the ATP side, although it seems like Sinner and Alcaraz are going to be playing, and Djokovic is going to try to be picking up form in Geneva. And Rafa is going to be Rafa in Roland Garros. I mean, he's not going to be okay. He's probably not going to be the regular Rafa in Roland Garros, but when he comes into Roland Garros, he starts picking up his form. Just as long as we got the players healthy, like Sinner and Alcaraz, we could still get a high level Roland Garros tournament. We also have guys like Casper Ruud, Andre Rublev, and especially Tsitsipas, who's played really well all clay court swing. So those guys, we still have guys that are really interesting on the AP side. But there's no clear front runner who's really playing super consistent and amazing. And Sinner, Alcaraz, Medvedev, Djokovic, Rafa, none of those guys are really seeming like they're the guys at the moment. We'll see about Sinner and Alcaraz and how they're looking. But on the WTA side, not the case at all. Swiatek is a very clear favorite and front runner. She's won 3 of the last 4 years at the event. And of course the last 2 years. So serve here from Swiatek, trying to serve this out. Forehand chip. That goes out from Sabalenka. Swiatek, ruthless. She says, this is not Madrid. This is not Madrid. She says we're not in the high altitude. we're not playing where the ball bounces super high up. We're not playing on fast clay. We're playing in Rome. We're in Italy. Actually, it's a great serve there, though. That said, Swiatek doing really well at just not letting Sabalenka control and dictate at all, which I guess helps because Swiatek likes the time to set up the points, and Sabalenka's pace isn't going to be quite as piercing on this kind of court. And Swiatek doing so well with it as Sabalenka misses the forehand long. 6-2 in the favor of Iga Swiatek. She gets a set away from being the absolutely 100% clear and utterly clear frontrunner going to Roland Garros. 6-2 in the Poles' favor. Hey, what's up, Raph Deer? Who are we rooting for here? Well, I'm unbiased, right? I try to be unbiased on here. That's my goal. Because when I watch commentators and I see them rooting for somebody, it kind of annoys me. Or when I see them heavily rooting for somebody and I'm just rooting for the other people and they're pretending like we should all be rooting for one player. I never want to do that, you know. I'll just say it. I'm a diehard fan of Federer back in the day. But no matter who he played, even if he played my least favorite player, I didn't want a commentator to be like, oh my God, we should all root for Federer. Like, there's some people who don't like Federer. Maybe. I don't know if that's true, actually. There are people who say they don't like Federer. They pretend. But I try to stay unbiased. But that being said, I do have I like rooting for the underdogs. I have favorites in my head. It's no secret that I'm a fan of Sabalenka. I do like Swiatek a lot as well. It'd be great to see Sabalenka do something here and really test Swiatek on the Rome clay. That's all I'll say. But Swiatek currently in the lead, which is cool too. I mean, I'm happy to see Swiatek having success, but it would be nice to see Sabalenka do something on the surface where you're not expecting her to as well. Would be cool for sure. Hey, what's up, Chronix? Nice to see you again, Harry. Me and Anthony. Very good, Chronix. What's up, everybody joining in as well? We got the second set coverage coming up. Definitely glad I'm doing this one because I don't always get to do I don't always do WTA. I don't always get to do the WTA matches as much because they're on different streaming. It would be very nice if we could get the WTA and ATP on the same streaming sites. If Tennis TV could have WTA, again, would be awesome. But for now, my ways of watching WTA is on Tennis Channel, which just isn't always ideal, you know, especially because Tennis Channel can switch between matches. But that's the way I watch WTA at the moment. So I don't always get to watch the WTA matches, but excited to be doing this one. Wasn't able to watch their match in Madrid because I was out at a music festival at Shaky Knees here in Atlanta in Midtown, which was awesome. Like a alternative rock festival. So I wasn't able to watch that one. I mean, I wasn't that sad about it because I was having a good time anyway. Got to see Queens of the Stone Age, which is one of my favorite groups and bands ever. But it's always funny when when you come back, you're like checking scores on the site. You know, you check Google and whatever. You're busy with your own thing. You're like, and then you come back, and obviously one of the greatest women's matches of all time has happened. Obviously, I mean, let's be honest. The hype was there for it to be that good. The hype for the match was high. I knew it was going to be good, especially because their match in Madrid the year before, last year, I thought was the match of the year. So I knew it was going to be good. But for it to get the hype that it got afterwards, I obviously saw extended highlights of it afterwards. I watched a couple like 30-minute highlights of the match. But listen, if it was ATP, I would be able to watch the whole thing on replay, which is something I definitely would have done. Which I've done a few times with some of the best matches that have happened on the ATP side that I've missed. Because on Tennis TV, you have full replays. For WTA, at the moment, I just don't have that access to it. I guess you can record on TV for Tennis Channel and stuff, but yeah. Anyway, but it's always when you miss a match that it's like that it's one of the best ever. It has to be, or at least everybody's talking like, oh my god, you missed the best thing ever. Not just with tennis, that just happens with everything, unfortunately. By the way, speaking of music, have you guys listened to the new Billie Eilish album? Really good. Really, really good, honestly. Might be one of the best albums of the year. Really, really good. Two of my favorite artists came out with music yesterday, Cage the Elephant, Billie Eilish. Didn't listen to the Cage the Elephant album yet, but I did listen to Billie's, which is fantastic. I don't know if I'd say she's one of my favorite artists, but she has been before, and the album is fantastic from start to finish. Definitely her best work yet, by far. Sabalenka here starting off, serving at 30 love. With a huge forehand inside out. First couple points. First serve in the net. Second serve. Forehand of Swiatek down the middle, back into Sabalenka. Forehand Swiatek. Forehand to Sabalenka, back in Swiatek. Forehand Sabalenka, that's in the net. 30-15. Watch Sabalenka turn into Jari for second set. Yeah, maybe. Jari's been playing awesome. Listen, Jari versus Paul was awesome yesterday too. Jari playing amazing, bro. I love the South American fans, their reaction to everything, even on social media. Like, it was so funny seeing the comments for the Jari versus Paul match. Somebody was like, "This is the best match of the year. This is the best match of the millennium. This is the best match of all time." Like, oh my god, this is the greatest performance ever. Jari is the GOAT. Like, seeing this crazy kind of passion and positivity from the South American fans towards tennis players and towards tennis. And you see that in person, whether it's Davis Cup or whether it's the, matches in the Golden Swing where you have crazy atmospheres. Like the fact that there's no Masters 1000 in South America is a crime. It's a crime. That's where the tour should be heading at. Serve here from Sabalenka to get to 1-0. First serve goes wide. Second serve. Okay, serve back in Swiatek. The back into Sabalenka. Goes big cross court, but goes out. 40-30. I would say for me, a few too many just early ball errors from Sabalenka in this match. There's a few too many early ball errors. I feel like her serve has left a little bit to be desired by, which maybe she's compensating a little bit with trying to go big on her kind of early shots. Forehand inside out is good, though. Just like the first set, Sabalenka wins the first game of the set on her serve. Let's go, Sabalenka. Let's go, Saba. See if she can pick it up here. Crazy, though. Yeah, absolutely, Chronix. Hope no hard feelings, but me being from Poland, I wish C6, 2, 6, 0. No, you're good. You're good. The main thing, I want people in the chat to root for their favorites. That's the main thing. I just want to see good energy in the chat, positive energy towards your favorites. Even if that's saying crush them, whether that's Sabalenka or Swiatek, I want to see positive energy in the chat towards your favorite. Root for them all the way. That's my favorite thing to see in the chat. See what Iga can do. It's not going to be 6-0, but it could be 6-1. But Sabalenka's going to try her best to stop that. That's what the score was 2 years ago in Rome when they played in the semifinals. It was 6-2, 6-1 for Iga. Last time they played on clay, it was epic of epic proportions. This is their 11th meeting. Forehand's a drop shot. Swiatek's there. That's in the net, though. Love 15 for Sabalenka. Little bit of something brewing. Little bit of something. Just a little bit of something brewing. Hey, what's up, Ghost? How are we doing? Sab about to make her move. Yeah, could be. Could be at level 15. I like destruction sometimes when one player is in the zone. It's fun to watch. I like it too, yeah. When you're really appreciating the level of tennis, like Swiatek against Sabalenka at the WTA finals. I mean, everybody wanted an epic match, but it was quite fun to watch anyway, the way Swiatek just took the reins on in that match, and the storyline of that match became, wow, Swiatek is the best player in the world, and she's going to be year-end number 1, and she played one of the best matches we've ever seen her play. One of the best matches we've seen, I don't know, we've seen anyone play in a while. Anyway, back in cross court, the backhand Sabalenka stays up for a lob, forehand. Swiatek's so crazy with it. Swiatek's so crazy with the forehand. Very good forehand from the back of the court there. She hits over it absolutely beautifully for a winner. Just so measured. Good height over the net. A perfect, just kind of heavy forehand down the line. She gets to 15-all. I still feel like Sabalenka might have a chance here in this game. Always good to win the first point. Let's see. First serve, very attackable from Swiatek. Forehand cross court. Swiatek defends. Forehand cross court with forehand Swiatek. Somehow we're back to neutral, which is ridiculous. Backhand cross court. Backhand down the line. Oh my God. Now we're back at that Madrid kind of level. That's the first time I saw a glimpse of Madrid in Rome. You don't see Spain and Italy very often. That was the first time I saw a glimpse of Madrid, their Madrid match here. Because Swiatek's defense to offense off of both wings is just freaking phenomenal. Or not defense to offense, but defense to neutral. Just defending amazingly. And then Sabalenka, anyway, just crushes a backhand down the line. Right out of their match in Madrid. Swiatek misses the first serve wide. Feels like her serve a little bit worse here in these goings. Let's see what happens. Second serve. Big moment here for Sabalenka to step up. She's had very few break points. I think she's only had, I don't know if she's had a break point, actually. I don't think she has. Let's go, Sabalenka. 15-40. Let's go, Sabalenka. Here we go. It's never too late. It's never too late. Yeah, so this is the first break point Sabalenka has had. Here we go. Here we go. Big moments in this one. See what Sabalenka can do. Serve forehand Sabalenka. The backhand Swiatek. That's a crazy winner. Swiatek is a machine, a force on the tennis court. At 22 years old, what she's been able to do, I mean, she is the next all-time great. She's already an all-time great, but no matter what she does in her career, she's already a great, but she's going to keep adding to the records should she stay healthy. Backhand goes out, back to deuce, or to deuce. Not back to deuce, but just deuce. Hey, what's up, Joe? Good to have you in the chat. How are we doing? Do you have a prediction for this one? How this one's going to go? Seems like Swiatek in straights is definitely likely, but Sabalenka with half a chance in this game. Forehand big return. The backhand Swiatek is a big point. Sabalenka steps up to the plate. I mean, Sabalenka's mental game is real underrated. Really underrated. The speed, the winner speeds off of Sabalenka shots, also off a few Swiatek's, have been pretty amazing. They're hitting the ball very, very, very hard. But I guess Sabalenka needs to do that even more to really be trying to dictate. But it just seems like she's overhitting a lot of the times, or at least she was in the first set. Second serve is a kick serve, just catches the line. Backhand down line is too good from Swiatek. That is a great 1-2 as she hits a kind of a kick serve out wide and then goes for a backhand down the line. You want to hit a really good shot if you're going that way with Sabalenka because you leave the court wide open. Sabalenka ran around, hit a forehand. That just wasn't good enough. It left the court wide open. And like I said, Swiatek's a machine. She knows what what to do. Swiatek is like a chess engine. Swiatek is like a chess engine. If you she's programmed. If you leave the court wide open, she knows what to do, and she's just going to finish the point off. She's that good of an athlete and that skillful that she makes it look easy. She's also smart, huh? 7-4. Okay, I like it. Forehand, lob, backhand Sabalenka. That's a great backhand volley, swing volley. Be pretty amazing, Joe, if we were playing a best of 5. For Sabalenka to win 3 consecutive points against Swiatek in Rome. So I would kind of contest the prediction. Also, I don't think we're going to be playing 4 sets here. Yeah, I said Swiatek in 2 close sets, very close sets. That was my prediction before the match started. I said 6-4, 7-6 for Swiatek. Not quite as close so far as I predicted. It's another break point for Sabalenka, 4th break point in this game. Let's see if Sabalenka can step up to the plate here. By the way, despite it being 6-2, 1-0, whatever, 9 games, we've played 52 minutes. It hasn't been a very quick match. Definitely not a Swiatek-Pliskova match like it was in Rome. Kind of ordeal. Forehand Sabalenka, that's in the net. Back to deuce we go. Back to deuce we go. I felt pre-match that Iga might win this convincingly. Beating Saba in Madrid was huge psychologically. Yeah, and facing her in Rome was only going to make Iga feel more emboldened. Yeah, absolutely. Especially the fact that Swiatek has beaten Sabalenka in, she beat Sabalenka very comfortably at the WTA finals. Then when Sabalenka had her chance in Madrid, yeah, that was going to take a toll mentally. I mean, that's definitely fair. That's a forehand in the net from Swiatek, though. It's still Sabalenka knocking at the door. And if you knock enough times, you're always going to break through at some point. If you keep giving yourself chances and you keep fighting hard for it, you're going to break through at some point. Usually. When you're Sabalenka, you are. So, here's her 5th. Let's see. Sabalenka has a forehand in the net. Sabalenka, what are you doing? What are you doing, Aryna? As she misses her 5th breakpoint chance. Also, by the way, Matthew, in terms of the mental edge, the fact that she beat Sabalenka here 6-2, 6-1 just a couple of years ago is definitely not going to hurt either. Definitely not going to hurt either. Serve here from Swiatek. She catches the ball toss. Another serve from Swiatek. Backhand down the line, forehand of Sabalenka, backhand. Getting down the line, breaking down that Sabalenka forehand. I love that play from Iga. She said, hey, show me what you got. Show me what you got. And Sabalenka kept going down the line to that backhand. She probably should have opened the court up, but and maybe Swiatek playing some mind games saying, hey, are you confident enough to go big cross court? She's kind of leaving that court open a little bit. Not that Swiatek can't defend that way anyway. And really breaking down that forehand, saying, hey, even on that forehand, even your best weapon, it's not a weapon against me on this court. May have been a big weapon in Madrid, but I'm in control in Rome. That's what Swiatek was saying there. And that's brutal. Serve here from Swiatek. Forehand to Sabalenka. It's in the net. 1-1. 1-1. Form-wise, Iga looked much fresher reaching this final, while Saba didn't look quite as good as she did in Madrid. Slower conditions as well. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. Against Svitolina, I mean, she got out just barely. By the way, they're showing odds to win Roland Garros. Swiatek Swiatek minus 145, Sabalenka plus 600, Goff plus 850, Rybakina plus 850, It's interesting they put Goff and Rybakina in the same. I guess that makes sense. I'd probably put Coco slightly above, but it makes enough sense. I wish I saw the other ones. They had Jung up there, which was kind of interesting. Sakurai, I hope, is somewhere there because she's performed well at Roland Garros in the past. Backhand is a lob, 360. Swiatek gets it with the backhand down the line. I mean, Sabalenka was good to get that other shot in, but she guessed a little way too early in the last shot there. Yeah, I mean, favorites to win. I'm sorry, but favorites to win Roland Garros at this point, it kind of feels like Swiatek should be, you know, miles and miles and miles and miles ahead of everybody else. Like she should be the lone favorite at the moment. That's what the feeling is. I know she's not impenetrable. At Slam, she's left a little bit to be desired, although not at Roland Garros. Sabalenka has been very consistent at majors. Sabalenka has not lost before the semifinals of a major since 2022 Roland Garros. She didn't play Wimbledon, but starting from 2022 U.S. Open, she has not lost before the semis of a major, which is a remarkable stat. I mean, that is so rare to do that. It's already 6 in a row. Very rare stuff from Sabalenka. Big forehand. I mean, watching a Sabalenka forehand like that, so big in the court, so fun to watch. Even on the slow roam clay. She could have hit a backhand there, but very good vision and athleticism. Get around that backhand, hit a forehand winner. First serve in the net. Second serve from Sabalenka. Backhand down the line, forehand, chip, backhand, Swiatek, slice, that goes out. Sabalenka at 40-15. I do feel like Swiatek's getting so many looks at these returns, and kind of like in Madrid, I feel like Sabalenka has a lot going, kind of a kick out wide to the backhand, which first isn't going to work as well as it did in Madrid, and secondly, I just feel like she has a lot of other good plays on the serve as well. Like even if she attacks down the tee to the forehand, she kind of changes her grip off that and kind of goes to this kind of extreme grip. And if she does that, it can really pay off for her as well. I feel like she should switch it up more, Sabalenka, off the serve, not just hit it kind of a kick to the backhand like there, but doesn't matter on those last 2 points as Sabalenka does get the hold. So we are at 2-1 for Sabalenka. She gets at least the same amount of games she did in the first set. There you go. Definitely glad I'm able to call this one because I wasn't sure I was able to. I do have I'm doing an improv rehearsal, 3-hour improv rehearsal, pretty much right after this is over. So I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do it, but happy that I am. Absolutely, going to be doing that with some friends in an area with Wi-Fi. That's good. Good MJ after the run. Hey, what's up, Lexi? Lexi, how's it going? What the hell, Saba? Yeah, Swiatek dictating for the first part of this match. We'll see if Sabalenka can improve upon that, though. She had 5 break points missed that last game, which is, I'm sure, what you're referring to. So we'll see if she can do better in this next game, this next return game. Saba and Iga play another final this year. They should play 5 sets. Anyone else? I say no. I agree. They should make it 5 sets. Screw it. I don't know. I would say as long as the woman, it's all up to what the women's players want to do. I think the WTA thrives as well in best of 3. It doesn't need anything else, but I would absolutely love best of 5 as well because I love the best of 5 formats, no secret. So it all depends on what the players want to do, and especially Swiatek Sabalenka. I mean, how fun would that be to watch? How fun would that be to watch? So, listen, if both players agree to do best of 5 before the match starts, let's just do best of 5. Shouldn't that be the thing? Like, hey, if both players agree, let's do it. Obviously, in the finals, even better when there's no real big scheduling concerns with having a whole lot of matches on the same court or anything. But yeah. What's up, Lexi? I was expecting a Madrid type of epic match. Yikes. It's different conditions, Lexi, so I don't know, but it's not over yet, Lexi. Yeah, that's true, though. I was definitely expecting it to be closer. I'm expecting it to be close. I was expecting it to be close going in. I'm still expecting Sabalenka to pull pull it together and make it a little bit closer here in the second set. But let's see. Forehand down the line, very good. Backhand lob. Swiatek forehand's got to keep attacking. That is a good one. Inside out. Backhand down the line. Swiatek gets it for a lob, but smash Sabalenka put away. Love 15. Gets it done at the end. It wasn't easy. Sabalenka's got to be fully locked in this game. What's up? What's up, MJ? Who do I think will win tomorrow? That's a great question. Jari versus Zverev. So here's the thing. I actually think Jari has a good record against Zverev. The fact that he's beaten him twice and has gotten so close on a few other occasions as well makes me not feel so bad about Jari's chances. But it's going to be his first Masters final, and he's played a couple close ones in his last few matches. I say Zverev. I think Zverev wins it. But I do think Jari has a chance, though. I won't be necessarily shocked if Jari wins. He's made it this far, and I do like his record against Zverev. But Zverev might also have the mental edge over Jari because he's beaten him in a few close matches that Jari probably should have made even closer. Smash Sabalenka put away 15-30. Let's go, Sabalenka. 2 points away from getting the break and breaking this second set open. Regaining a little bit of momentum. Even though Swiatek, it feels like has trapped her in a suffocating box on the clay. With dirt flying all in her face, as Swiatek just way too good in these rallies. And way too good on her serve as well. Where Sabalenka's not been able to step up. But Swiatek at this point making less first serves in the second set. To this point. Sorry, making less first serves in. 15-30. Here we go. Sabalenka. See what she can do on the return. The backhand cross court. The backhand of Swiatek. Backhand of Sabalenka. Cross court. The backhand of Swiatek down the line. That misses. Swiatek going to be frustrated with these couple of service games that she's let this lead slip away. Don't want to give Sabalenka anything. But it is Sabalenka with 2 more break points. You just feel like surely now she should be able to get to 3-1. You never count out Swiatek, though. She could always save these, but I'm just going to look at set 2. First serve percentage, 56%. It's actually even worse than set 1. So that's why now she's been doing decent on serve, but that first serve number is only getting worse and worse as she misses another first serve. Serve Swiatek, the forehand to Sabalenka. Forehand to Swiatek. Down the line is a great redirect. Backhand's a 360 from Sabalenka off the one-hander. Fully on defense. But it's Swiatek with forehand put away. One more. MJ, let me know as well who you think is going to win that Jari Zverev. Let me know as well who you think is going to win Jari Zverev. But I feel like Zverev this week, he's played a really good tournament. Tabilo's been tough. Pulled it out against Tabilo. Other than that, hasn't dropped a set. Had a good win against Fritz. He's won this tournament before. I do feel like Zverev's probably got this 1-1. Which would be his first Masters title in his comeback. It's a missed return from Sabalenka. She's going to come to regret that. Did you see the Tom and Jari match? Super wow. Yeah, I did see. It was amazing. Amazing match. The drama at the end of it as well. I like both those guys, and seeing Jari pulled out. I was rooting for Tommy. I was rooting for Paul, but I do like Jari as well. And I was very happy when Jari won. He deserves it after everything he's been through as well, with not being ranked for a year and having to build up his ranking pretty much for no reason. Back to the top of the tour and playing the best tennis of his career now at a new career high of number 17 in the world. Forehand goes out from Sabalenka. You can't afford these misses, Aryna. As Aryna misses a forehand on a big point at deuce in front of an arena full of spectators watching the Roland Garros favorite trying to tie the second set up 2-2 as she tries to win the Rome tournament. Forehand of Swiatek. That goes out, though. That's a missed forehand from Swiatek. A couple of bad errors from both players as we get to deuce. By the way, guys, please don't forget to like the stream if you are enjoying it, like always. The likes do help out the channel, do help the streams get passed around as well, which is always nice. And please don't forget to subscribe if you are new to Quality Shot Tennis. If you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Quality Shot Tennis. We're going to have a crazy next few months in so many ways with Roland Garros and Wimbledon and Olympics as well. It's going to be nonstop, so definitely join in for that. It's going to be fun. Backhand cross court, the backhand of Swiatek down the line. Forehand of Sabalenka. Forehand of Swiatek, forehand of Sabalenka. Back to the forehand of Swiatek. She had a down the line wide open there. Forehand Swiatek high and heavy to that backhand of Sabalenka who misses it long. And it's advantage to Swiatek. Just like the cartoon, Tom was always trying to catch Jari. Yeah, that's true. I like that. Yeah. But he wasn't quite able to do it. But Tommy, I mean, listen, he's underrated. I mean, so fast, so good on defense, so athletic, which does help on a surface like clay. So hopefully he can improve his results on clay. His results going in were like 39.5% win rate on clay court. So that's a backhand out from Sabalenka. Swiatek with a huge reaction as she gets to 2-2. I mean, some people call Swiatek a robot. She's not. Neither is Novak. They're both very emotional, passionate players. It's all hidden underneath, right? It's all hidden underneath. And sometimes it breaks through. And it's always very exciting when it does. It's very genuine. Swiatek here on the return. This is when she would like to maybe look at a break if possible. When Sabalenka is thinking about all of her, was it 8, 9 breakpoint chances now that she's had in this set, just in the first 2 games alone. This could be a sneaky opportunity. Sabalenka forehand, that's too good. 15 love. Sabalenka's just got to keep her eye on the ball in every way. More like a tight game in between sets like the ones in Madrid. Yeah, for sure. It's not quite like the Madrid match, is it? But Jerry wins all the time, yeah. Jerry wins all the time. So, Tommy was really, really good yesterday. Even if I don't like him, it was impressive. Yeah. Very, very good from Paul. It was a great match from both. And the Roger and Rafa Louis Vuitton cute. Yeah. Love it. Fadal. Dude, seeing those two guys together is crazy. Can't get the picture out of my head now of Rafa playing one of his last tournaments at Laver Cup and Roger going out and playing with him. I can't get that image out of my head now. Ever since Andy Roddick mentioned it on his podcast. Actually, was it John Wertheim who mentioned it? I can't get that image out of my head. It would be amazing. It's a great serve out wide from Sabalenka. We get the 30-15. Currently hanging in the balance, Sabalenka's chances in this match. Definitely still feels like Swiatek's the favorite, but Sabalenka feels like has definitely made the second set closer than the first. So she has another great serve down the tee. Mixing it up nicely. That's what I said. Hit it to the forehand too. Switch it up. 40-15. Sasha never won a Masters. No, he has. He's won a few. He's won 4 or 5. He's won Rome before, but he hasn't done it in his comeback since he had the ankle injury at the French Open. He has not been able to win a Masters. I don't even think he's reached a Masters final in that whole period of time. He reached a Roland Garros final. He reached the Australian Open semis. He reached the Cincinnati semis. Backhand lob. Sabalenka gets there. The forehand. That goes out, though. What a lob from Swiatek. Crafty. Some arts and crafts tennis from Swiatek. Arts and crafts tennis on Swiatek. Crafting something really nice. She'll like it. How did Swiatek do that, dude? That is impossible. I mean, not only is that good, but it's also impossible. Swiatek was in the deuce side, running to the ad side, and she hits a fully just like one-handed shot from just almost inches off the ground for a slice, and she hits a perfect lob just with the flick of the wrist. It's also got to be like leg strength and I don't know. but the way she does that and the way she redirects the ball, it takes so much skill and athleticism, and it's unbelievable. That shot was unbelievable, but it is Sabalenka who quickly finishes it off at 40-30, says, I'm not playing around. 3-2. She already has more games than the first set. This is way closer than the first set to this point. Zverev isn't a dark horse for RG anymore. Yeah, I'm always confused with dark horse. What does dark horse mean exactly? I always say dark horse to usually mean like outside the top 10. I guess it means whatever you want it to mean. But at this point, everybody is like there's no dark horses. Like anybody could win. Or I guess everybody is a dark horse. And yeah, Zverev definitely is not. He's one of the favorites. He's one of the favorites. I mean, he got pretty close at Roland Garros a couple of years ago. Played a thrilling match against Rafa when he got injured. That was a thrilling match. It was like 3 hours or something. They didn't even finish 2 sets. So, hope Jari wins tomorrow. Yeah, I hope Jari wins as well. Rooting for Jari big time. Iga wins Rome. Is she the first woman to complete the Madrid-Rome double since Serena? Yes, I believe so, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, thank you for bringing that up, Joe, as well. I believe that's right. And then if she could add Roland Garros to that as well, and very few have done that, and also maybe add the Olympics as well, that would be crazy. So let's see. Let's see. While waiting for this match, I decided to watch this match, a film about the Holocaust. I missed to watch it before. Jojo Rabbit. Oh, yeah, that one's great. Now I can't take the image of Scarlett Johansson off my head. So sad. Yeah. It's a great movie, though. She's a great actress for sure. Backhand slice, the backhand of Swiatek, backhand Sabalenka, forehand of Swiatek. Forehand Sabalenka, backhand Swiatek, down the line. Oh, Sabalenka gets there? No, forehand squash shot goes out. Saba wins the tiebreaker in the second set, I think. Okay, I love it, Joe. I love it. You're feeling a little bit of momentum push, maybe a little bit of Swiatek kind of letting down here, maybe a little bit giving way more chances on the serve. Sabalenka, she can win a tiebreaker or two, so I like it. I did predict Swiatek winning a second set tiebreaker here, but if she doesn't improve on the serve and keeps giving Sabalenka so many chances, then yeah, I don't doubt it. You could be right, Joe. At this point, it definitely feels like a very possible option. It would be great to go 3 sets here as well. I think if Sabalenka also, I have to say, if she goes 3 sets here, I think that's also already a clay court swing to this point to be very proud of for Sabalenka. Playing as good of a match on clay and having the run she did in Madrid, 5 of 6 matches going to 3 sets and getting so close, literally like inches away from winning the title in Madrid. Forehand Sabalenka, forehand Swiatek, that goes out. That'd be some good momentum going into Roland Garros already. Even if she could just go 3 sets here, getting close a couple times. I mean, either way, I mean, getting to the final of Madrid and Rome, I think she'll be happy about it either way. Especially playing that final as well as she did in Madrid. I think something to be proud of. Backhand cross court, the backhand of Sabalenka, backhand of Swiatek. Forehand of Sabalenka, down the line. Sabalenka showing up with the forehand, fear hand. With the forehand, fear hand, down the line, perfectly measured. Perfectly measured, like a scientist. Like a scientist, huge. Into that ad side. Down the line. Here we go, 30 all. She's finding a few better patterns to open up the court in these rallies. And a lot of it has to do with hitting to the Swiatek forehand, actually, I'm noticing. Back and down the line, forehand, Sabalenka goes out. And there she did not do that. It's all to the backhand. 40-30 for Swiatek. Z won several Masters already, right? Yep, he's won about 5, I think. He's won about 5. 2 against Novak in straight sets. Dark horse means someone not expected to win. Yeah, I guess that's fair. So not necessarily somebody outside the top 10. I just think I'd back Zverev on clay already, even before the season started. But so I wouldn't have. I think the dark horses for me are guys like Dimitrov, De Minaur, or probably not De Minaur, but like Dimitrov or, you know, at this point it seems like what I said, everybody is a dark horse, but like guys like Karin Khachanov and like those kind of guys are dark horses. For me, like the favorites are always like the Rune, I would say, is a dark horse at this point, just because he's not playing that highly that well at the moment. But I would say guys like Tsitsipas, Zverev, Rublev, now that he's back in form. Oh, what a pass! Forehand volley, forehand behind Sabalenka, collapse from Sabalenka, point of the match. One of the best points of the clay court swing you'll see as they exchange an amazing rally. A couple rallies in the second set that are more close to what it was in Madrid. Great rally there. Sabalenka with a great volley. And, I mean, wow, what a back and forth there. Swiatek had a great open stance backhand pass. And Sabalenka had a great volley, but Sabalenka just another one back for a forehand slice pass. Great slide. Forehand. Swiatek. It's a very big game as Sabalenka completely misses a forehand wide. Kind of looking like it might get away from Sabalenka here, unfortunately. It's looking like it might get away from Sabalenka here. She's at love 30. Dang. Here we go. Serve from Sabalenka now. Serve. Sabalenka out wide. Forehand to Swiatek. Oh, she's right at Swiatek. Oh my God. I don't think Swiatek is certain about the line call there. Well, Swiatek couldn't even see the call because she was getting out of the way of the ball. But it did look, it was in, I think. The umpire seemed to say it was way in. It was way in. Swiatek was like, maybe it's out. That ball was miles in the court. I'm just glad Swiatek wasn't hit by it because that legitimately could have been an injury. Legitimately. So, but I don't think Sabalenka meant anything by it. But, I mean, it's a good play. Obviously, she won the point. I think Sabalenka missed that forehand, so we should be at 1540. Wow, that is crazy. Sabalenka hit that at 500 miles an hour right at Swiatek. Swiatek wasn't sure if it was in or out, which looks very silly on a replay because it was miles in. Backhand Swiatek goes out. Backhand from Swiatek goes out. Here we go, 30-40. Sabager. Wow, he could look and finish it off. I don't think it's done. We're at 30-40. I don't think it's done. Let's see, though. That could age badly in like 5 seconds, so. It could age badly right now. Sabalenka with the second serve. Fortunately, it could age very badly. Here we go. Second serve for Sabalenka, but I don't think it's done. Serve. Second serve for Sabalenka. Kick serve back into Swiatek. Forehand to Sabalenka. Back into Swiatek. Back in Sabalenka. No, it's in the net. Maybe it is done. Not done yet, but Swiatek looking to finish this off, yeah. 4-3. Swiatek looking to finish this off. Let's see. I mean, Sabalenka's had so many chances on the Swiatek serve, and it's Swiatek who gets a couple chances on Sabalenka's serve and takes it on her second one. Brutal. Brutal for Sabalenka. And, man, it would take a fight of a lifetime for Sabalenka now to climb back in this match. But Sabalenka has it in her, I believe. I don't know if she has the game to match that, but I think her mental game is there. So despite everything that's in her mind at the moment, like, man, Swiatek beating me to take year-end number 1 last year, WTA Finals, Madrid, where I had 3 match points, blew it. Now we're in Rome, where she beat me 2 years ago, 6-2, 6-1, again in a final, and she's absolutely stumping me in this match. Wow, I had 7 break points come and gone in the second set, and now Swiatek on her second break point of the set takes it. Despite Swiatek barely making first serves in, to be honest, but Sabalenka unable to break. despite all of that, especially Madrid in her mind and everything that happened there, not just the match points, but everything that happened there and getting so close. Despite all of that, I think Sabalenka has it in her mentally. Does she have the game to match her? Especially on these courts, I don't know, but I think Z got lucky yesterday against Tabilo. Tabilo is very close to winning. Very close to winning. Dark Horse ZY. Yeah, I don't think so. Zverev is definitely Dark Horse, but he's played his way into form this week. I don't know. I just think at Roland Garros he plays different. I mean, even last year I felt like he wasn't playing that great going in, but he got to the semifinals. So I just think Zverev plays a little bit differently at Roland Garros. That's got to be one of his absolute best tournaments. No player's happy losing a final, even if it's not their favorite surface. Yeah, no, that's true. Just some silver linings, but she's not going to be happy about it, Sabalenka. That's true for sure. Iga's a very good tennis player, and it drives me crazy. It's nuts, Ghost, how good she is. It's definitely crazy. It's hard. It's if you're an Iga hater, it's got to be tough because she keeps on winning. She's going for yet another title at 22, turning 23 later in the month. I think the 31st. I thought the Trophy of Rome is the tree type. That's Stuttgart, no? I think that's the Stuttgart trophy. Yeah, Rome is Rome is different. It's just like a regular kind of boring cup trophy. Just a regular kind of big cup trophy. You don't want to get Iga angry, Saba. Yeah, exactly. Saba should target Iga more often. Yeah, well, no. I mean, if she does, Iga's gonna win even more handily. Iga's not gonna take lightly to it. As you see there with the break right back. Or with the break. Back and drop shot, Sabalenka. Swiatek backing down the line. I mean, Swiatek playing tennis from a different planet. Swiatek definitely playing some of the best tennis we've seen in women's tennis. So good. So good. At 22 years old. How many titles does she have under her belt? Like 20, 21? I think in Madrid she became the youngest player to win 20 titles since Caroline Wozniacki in like 2012. I believe it was 2012. Something like that. But since Caroline Wozniacki. Yeah, she's won 20 titles. She's lost 4 finals. 21-4 potentially is crazy. Looking for her 21st title of her career. She's also looking for her 10th WTA 1000, which is just as notable. 10th WTA 1000. Oh, wow. She's looking for her 15th big event as well. A lot of big milestones that she's one game away from. 10 Masters 1000. Over 20 titles. 15th big title. It's all happening. Also looking for a 9th clay title of her career, which is pretty crazy. 21 titles, 9 of them have been clay. Is that accurate? Something about that feels wrong. Not sure what it is. But I guess that's right. All right, love 15 for Swiatek. This has gotten away from Sabalenka quickly. Yeah, it's over. Yeah, it's looking that way. Love 15s. Back in return, Swiatek. That goes out, though. 15-all. That does go out, though. I'd like to see Iga get angry sometimes. She so rarely expresses human emotion. Positive emotion. She very rarely expresses negative, which I think adds to the robot thing. Yeah. Darkness, my old friend. I think it is. Yeah. It does look over. I agree. I agree with the chat. I agree with you guys. I mean, as a player, you can't deny that Iga Swiatek is a beast and might go down in history as one of the WTA GOATs. Yeah. Definitely. She's definitely an all-time great. If she's one of the very, very, like, GOATs, like one of the top of the top, that's time will tell, but she's definitely getting her numbers up. I agree. Iga's the favorite for RG. Nobody else is close. That's what I was saying earlier. Nobody, yeah, exactly. Nobody else is close. Hey, what's up, Joe? Thought this would be closer. Oh, well. Yeah, it's just not to be, I guess. Not to be. Swiatek's played fantastic and really let Sabalenka not have any momentum going in here. I couldn't even grow a beard at 22. A very weird point as both players weren't sure whether Sabalenka's serve was in or out. Both players kind of stopped, but we're playing out the point here. Forehand cross court, forehand to Swiatek, forehand to forehand. It's forehand to Sabalenka, backhand Sabalenka now to the backhand to Swiatek. Forehand Sabalenka chip, forehand Swiatek right to the forehand Sabalenka. That's in the net. Just feels like that forehand from Sabalenka has not been there in this match. And it also feels like the Sabalenka forehand could be targeting, like, it just feels like the patterns are all wrong. It just feels like her patterns are all wrong. Sabalenka, when they're getting into forehand cross-court rallies, it feels like Sabalenka could be going for the big shot down the line more often than she is. She's not getting great opportunities to because Swiatek is doing so well on those forehand exchanges. Sabalenka's pace not being as scathing on this court, and Swiatek having way more time to kind of set up her shots and kind of almost match Sabalenka's pace, or at least match her depth of shot and make it very tough. That definitely match her width of shot, where it lands in the court and her placement. But it feels like Sabalenka could go down the line more often. And when she does attack the Swiatek forehand, maybe open up the court and hit her spots. But it feels like Swiatek has not let Sabalenka dictate the way she would want to. And it looks like Swiatek's going to try to make it 8-3. As Sabalenka misses a forehand long, Swiatek trying to go back-to-back. Swiatek trying to go back-to-back in Rome. She's got match point. $30-40. Backhand the forehand to Sabalenka. Forehand Swiatek can't get there. Oh, Swiatek loses her balance, fully sliding into that shot, but don't see that very often. But it's back to deuce. By the way, Svitolina, who had match points on Swiatek earlier in this tournament, she's got a crazy finals record as well. I think it's very similar to that. Not as many big titles, but looking at her finals record, yeah, 17-4, which is crazy. It's crazy how good some of the players on the WTA or on the ATP as well, that some of their finals records are. Alcaraz and Sinner, very good in finals so far already, but Swiatek is next level, especially with how many big titles, 15 big titles potentially. Sabalenka misses another forehand. Just feels like Sabalenka is just not comfortable on the surface. She's going for a lot of early ball, like huge shots, and she's missed a lot of them, especially off the forehand. She's not been very good at building out these rallies, and Swiatek has excelled at that. So another championship point for Swiatek, trying to go back-to-back. Who called Drake? She's trying to go back-to-back in Rome. Or maybe more recently Kendrick, to be honest. Serve here from Sabalenka. That goes out. Trying to go back-to-back. Having won the Madrid final against Sabalenka. And now trying to win Rome as well for her 21st title and 15th big title. Which is crazy in itself. Forehand squash shots in the net. Swiatek throws her racket, but for all the right reasons. As she celebrates the match win in Rome at 22 years old, the greatness that Swiatek excels on the court. Definitely well on her way at 22 years old of being one of these next kind of all-time greats in the women's game. And man, has she just been absolutely excelling in this sport. She is by far and by miles the favorite for Roland Garros. Sabalenka won't be upset with a couple of finals in Madrid and Rome. She will be upset that she let Madrid slip away. This one was not as close, but she'll also be upset that she let this one not be close, Sabalenka, and that she lost this one. And that was not close in the end of the day with a 6-3, 6-3 scoreline. But Swiatek gets it done by miles and miles and miles and miles and miles and miles and miles. The favorite for Roland Garros is Swiatek going in. She's got all the momentum going in. We'll see if there's any surprises. But it seems like Swiatek is ruling the WTA game at the moment on the clay. So, GG, great commentary, David. Not David. David is out at a Challenger event, by the way. He's at Bordeaux. He's at a Bordeaux Challenger for the channel. So we're trying to see if we can get an Andy Murray interview because he's out there seeing some great players. But anyway, yeah, David's not doing the streams at the moment. He'll be back. But yeah, appreciate you, Joe. Appreciate that. Omnis for RG. Iga doesn't even have to come out second gear to win Rome. No, I agree. I agree. It wasn't like the Madrid final where she had to do all and everything. So, I mean, come on. What a match from Swiatek. She got 6-2, 6-3 scoreline. Just looking quickly at the stats. Dirty double, woman to win Madrid and Rome in same year since 2009, which I guess is the only years it could kind of go by. But I hope we stop shortening things to since 2009. I guess that's when the WTA 1000 event started, whatever. Anyway, Serena and Safina. Safina in 2009 did it. Serena did it in 2013. Now Swiatek with her first title, I believe her first title in Madrid. I believe it was earlier in the year. So, and now, yeah, another title in Rome, her third title in Rome. Winning 3 titles in Rome by the time that you're 22, winning three Roland Garros titles. I mean, come on. Unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, 54% first serves in. Swiatek will want to improve upon that as she gets to Roland Garros, but I mean, still, she did really well on serve. 7 for 7 breakpoints saved. All of them came in the second set. And then when Swiatek got 2 of her own, she got the break. It doesn't have winners to errors for some reason, but too many unforced errors from Sabalenka, and Swiatek played a very good match at the end of the day. Like Joe was saying in the chat, I don't think she ever kind of played her absolute top game, but she did play fantastic. Hour and a half match. Match stats, Swiatek converted on 4 out of her 7 break points. She had 11 winners, 8 unforced errors. Sabalenka with 18 winners, 28 unforced errors, and a lot of those came off the forehand, to be honest. So that kind of explains the match. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Please don't forget to subscribe if you are new. See you guys later. Appreciate you, Joe, as well. See you later, Lexi. See you later, Joe. Lexi. Thank you. See you guys later. See you tomorrow. Let's go. Jari. Let's go, Jari. That's it. Swiatek, huge favorite going into RG. Huge. I mean, don't know how many people are catching up to her, to be honest, in terms of the favorites category. Absolutely massive favorite. She gets the dirty double in Rome and Madrid. And we'll see what her run will be like in Roland Garros. She's the absolute big favorite. She's absolutely crushing it. And another killer season by Swiatek is already well underway. I'll see you guys at the next one.